Hello, dear wisdom seekers. Welcome to Soul Seeking Wisdom. Myself, Parvi Agarwal, who is a writer and an aspiring author. And today I'm going to talk about how magical poetry can be. So, this video is primarily about why did I start writing poetry and what's that backup story and how poetry can heal you. Trust me, it can. And how poetry has been so powerful and magical in my life, and it can be in yours as well if you try to think it differently. So, basically, I started writing poems at the age of 12 or 13, as far as I remember, and I always used to write because I had some questions in my mind and I could not find their answers. So I would sit down and critically think about that question itself. And there is a very old saying that every question hides its answer. And frankly speaking, poetry has been a way by which I critically analyze a question and find its answer in the question itself. So, my first book, which was Hriday Kalam Se, it has been about those various questions like why are we all not equal? Why does God not show himself to us? Why are we alone on our spiritual journey? Why do people die? Stuff like that. So these were so naive questions, so innocent questions I used to ask, and I couldn't find their answers. So I would start on my paper and just write in a flow and think about the question itself to find its answer in the question itself. So my words have healed me, my poetry has healed me, and later on I got into philosophy and stuff, philosophy, psychology, and every single complexity I could get myself into. And finally I realized one thing, that poetry is your soul speaking. Poetry has been my soul pouring its words and ideas and intuition into the pages and reflecting the depth that people are afraid of. So, whenever I recite my poems to people, one compliment is, a constant every single time, and that compliment is that every single word of yours is too deep. It's kind of difficult to understand, and yes, I can take it as a comment as well that people don't get my poetry, but when you read something or when you write something so deep that it connects you with yourself every single time you read it, you become someone who is deeply connected, rooted in yourself. That's a whole different experience. And I am that sort of a writer who writes something and after reading it back, she's like, did I write it? Am I the person who wrote this? So, yeah, that is how my words have been purely magical to me. And frankly speaking, you might call me a narcissist or something, but I love what I write. Not because I have written it, but because every single time I read what I have written, it feels so different, it feels so healing, it feels so beautiful that I cannot deny it. I mean, I've read so many authors, so many poets, not poets actually. I read books, not generally, I don't generally read poems. So, I've read so many authors, and the feeling of feeling your soul and not just your mind. So, to simplify it further, I'd say ki when you read someone's book, you get into their mind, you see things from their mind's view, their mind's perspective. But when I read my poems, it's not my mind talking, and those who get it, it's my soul speaking to me. It's, if you read it, it's my soul speaking to you. And souls don't lie, souls don't quote, souls don't hide, souls are free, they are unlimited, omniscient, omnipotent, and I do not have enough words to express this. So, yeah, poetry is not a vehicle of emotion for me. Poetry is not a vehicle of critical thinking for me. poetry is a vehicle of the rhythm of my soul that expresses itself in the music. I don't know if the sentence structure of this statement or sentence was right or wrong, but that is what I feel about my poems. And I mean, partly I'm judging myself for saying all of this because you might think that I'm trying to promote my book and something, and I am actually doing that. But anyway, I am probably going to make a video about judging yourself because that's what I do all day round. So, yeah, poetry, just think of your favorite poem, and you will find that you love that poem because you resonate with it too much. Your essence resonates with that poem. And if I talk about my Hindi poems, if I talk about my English poems, both of them have been that inner part of me that I've been trying to heal. And since that question had no answer in the world, so I found its answer inside, and I just wrote it down. And sometimes my poems get too complicated to comprehend, so I generally tend to simplify them. But you know, you cannot simplify intuition. If intuition has to get to you, it will get to you without oversimplifications, without, what do I say? Now I'm lacking words. And I firmly believe that some things cannot be explained, some things can only be felt. And by the word felt, I mean not feeling the emotion, but realizing the intuition. Now, emotion and intuition are very different. They are not one and the same thing. You don't feel your intuition in the same way as you feel your emotions. So, yeah, that's it. That's how magical poetry is for me. And I would really love if you would share your favorite poems with me down in the comment section below, because poems have been very close to my heart. Poems have been very dear to my soul. And poems have given me a path that was not well defined by the material world. So that's it for today. Do drop your thoughts down below. And one more thing, I got a beautiful comment by someone in one of my previous videos that my videos are unclipped. So I was also thinking about it long back, that should I be editing my videos or not. So there are two major reasons why I don't really edit my videos. I mean, right now my phone rang and I paused the video and I replayed it. So stuff like that keeps happening, and I don't edit my videos. Firstly, because I think in this digital era, in this digital world, we all are getting too, unrealistic. We are clipping things, we are cutting things, and frankly speaking, just say if I have to upload something on Instagram, I have to clip and edit it and add some soundtrack behind, otherwise nobody is interested in hearing it. But my motto starting a YouTube channel was because Instagram pe you scroll and you find me, YouTube pe you're clicking on my video to listen to what I'm going to say. And I believe that we need more human interactions. We don't need a fake figure speaking to you, something that she herself is not. We need honesty, we need the truth, we need a soul speaking to a soul. So that is my first intent of not editing or clipping my videos. And secondly, I find it a very tedious job. I find it really tedious to edit my video, listen to myself 1,000 times. Just kidding. So yeah, that's it for today. And if you are interested in reading my content, then I upload blogs regularly. All these links, you're going to find them in the description box below. And I also have a free guide that you might love to read if you are going to start your journey in spirituality. Further, I have this book, Wars Waged Within. And also let me know if you're interested in getting my book, Hriday Kalam Se. I'll try to figure out how I can provide it to you. I've got no ideas. Then I have got this ebook. Ek second. Well, my apologies. So, I've got this ebook, Meet Your Soul, which talks about meeting your soul, realizing who you are, and getting in touch with that beautiful, intuitive part of you. So, as always, keep seeking wisdom. Thank you, and have a wonderful day ahead.